Hi and welcome to the Geek Legion of Doom. We're going to be talking about some news that recently broke about the Avengers and Hulk. Now if you don't like spoilers, please avoid this video. Turn off now. Still here? So if you haven't already heard, there's a rumour that's been sprung out of Latino Review. And basically what they're saying is what are the plans for the Hulk in the future Marvel Universe? And what it seems to indicate is that at some point in the Avengers 2, the Hulk will turn up, possibly in the last act or maybe even in the post-credit scene. And Hulk will be a threat again somehow, and some kind of the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of the Illuminati will basically send Hulk off into space and him essentially have his own movie based on the Planet Hulk TV series and comic series. My apologies. And then essentially come back down to Earth once that's obviously played out, and then essentially play into Avengers 2 being World War Hulk. So now this obviously is a long way off, so you have to take this with a grain of salt. I think there may be some truth to it. Now I think certainly that Planet Hulk is probably regarded as one of the strongest Hulk stories, so I can see them doing that. And Kevin Feige has commented previously that he'd like to see it as an adaptation. So I think there's a good possibility that's going to happen. So that means at some point Hulk will have to be a threat against the Avengers. Now this is an interesting question because it was actually the Hulk was one of the standout pieces in the Avengers, and the feedback was people liked him because he was more heroic and more sort of proactively sort of becoming part of the team, and that's what people liked about him. So obviously having him then turn into an antagonist, essentially not a bad guy, but basically an enemy of the Avengers, will obviously take that way. So there is some argument to be had there. Now I can see them doing this. So I don't know how he'll get worked in. My guess is if Thanos is going to be the main bad guy in Avengers 2, Hulk will get involved somehow and end up destroying a load of stuff and basically causing as much damage as he is helping the situation, thus leading to the decision to send him into space. Now obviously if you're familiar with the Illuminati, that includes Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four, Professor X and Namor. Now I believe Namor is owned by Marvel Studios but hasn't been introduced yet, and obviously Professor X and Xavier are both owned by different companies, so that itself will have to be changed. But you can, I'm sure you'll have like Nick Fury in there or someone else, so that can be overcome. So I think that that may be true. I have to say it sounds pretty feasible to me. Now they're saying obviously that Hulk will come back and basically be the bad guy in Avengers 3, and that will be World War Hulk. I don't think that will happen, however. I actually think that you might find a second Hulk film be World War Hulk. I still think Avengers 3 will end up being Civil War. They hinted to it in the first film. I don't think you'll have an alien menace 3 times in a film. I know the Hulk isn't an alien menace, but he's coming down from space with a bunch of aliens. You had it with number 1. You're going to have it with number 2 with Thanos. I don't think you'll have 3 essentially similar films where you have an alien menace come down and attack the Earth's heroes. I don't think they'll do that with Avengers 3. I think they'll have something different. I think they'll go the Civil War route. They may have World War Hulk, but I think it will be a Hulk film rather than an Avengers film. So that's my opinion. What do you think? Have you heard the news, and what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. Look forward to seeing you next time.